Being able to not check your phone every 30 seconds is almost a superpower in today's age. If you want to increase your productivity, lower your stress, and improve your everyday interactions with others, the best thing you can do is put your phone on silent mode. Cell phone addiction leads to a host of negative outcomes, especially if you're focused in a job or a career that requires concentration. If you have your cell phone, it's vying for your attention. And research shows that having our cell phone, even in our vicinity, lowers our cognitive capacity, even if it's on silent mode or if it's off. Now, why is this? I speculate this is because it eats up our cognitive resources through our subconscious awareness. So we're not necessarily consciously attending to the cell phone or the social media, the notifications at the moment, but in our subconscious mind, we're ruminating. We're ruminating on all of these chat histories, different conversations we have going on, different email threads, Reddit chains, whatever. These are going on in the back of our mind, and we're ruminating about them, and that eats up into our conscious cognitive capacity even when we're not using it. And then there's also the expectation of a notification that will pull us away from the boring momentary task that we're currently involved in. So what does the research from Kyunghee University say on the effects of cell phones? Well, when we receive a notification from a bell or a chime or a ding, it takes us about 23 minutes and 15 seconds specifically to regain full focus after that last notification. So imagine that each time you're at work and you're focusing on a project, you receive a notification, you attend to the notification, and then you get back to your work, but you're not fully engrossed in your work because it's taking you 23 minutes plus to regain that full focus of concentration that you had before the notification. So this is the threat of notifications and cell phone addiction and social media. It's eating into our cognitive resources, it's diminishing our productivity. So if you want to increase your productivity, lower your stress, and improve your everyday interactions with others, the best thing you can do is put your phone on silent mode. The absence of notifications reduces the expectation of immediate responsiveness. Now, when you have your phone on silent mode, you're setting a boundary that tells others that you're not immediately available and to not expect an immediate response. So by putting your cell phone on silent mode, you're giving yourself the freedom to say, listen, I'll receive the messages that I need to receive, but I'll handle them on my own time. And by doing this, you train your brain to expect longer periods of time of concentration without interruption. And this will pay dividends down the road with increased times of productivity, leading to greater project outcomes and reduced time to complete said project. And by controlling your notifications, having them on silent mode, you set blocks of time where you reply to notifications, text messages, emails, so you're not always attending to them in the moment, which eats away from your focus on the current project. Muting notifications and putting our phone on silent mode teaches ourselves to sort the urgent from the loud. Now, notifications, they're the loud, they're noise. But by muting them, we give ourselves the space to sort what's important from what's not important. So basically the noise to signal ratio, we balance that out when we give ourselves space through silence on our cell phone to limit the distractions from the notification. And this, of course, leads to compound interest over time, and this is the practice of mindfulness. Mobile mindfulness training allows us to be present in the moment without grasping for our cell phone at every feeling of boredom or distress. What we do is we redirect our attention to our breath whenever we feel uncomfortable without our cell phone, and we consciously breathe. We breathe. And this brings our awareness to the present moment. And by doing this, we block out other distractions. And over time, we become comfortable being alone. We become comfortable being without notifications. And this transfers to increased output in our work, in our hobbies, in our projects, in our family life, all these good things. What's happening is really just we're in a constant state of stimulus, response, and reward. What mobile mindfulness training and putting our cell phones on silent allows us to do is to wedge some space between the stimulus and the response and then delay the reward. The reward is seeing the notification and getting a sense of elation because a friend that you've been wanting to hear from has messaged you. Or maybe you have 3 notifications from 3 different friends and the reward is even higher because you're getting more social approval or social interaction, and this boosts your self-esteem. So that's the reward. The stimulus is the notification. The response is the check in the phone. So what we're doing is we're wedging space between the stimulus, which is the notification, and the response, which is checking the phone. So by doing this through mindfulness awareness training, we can better buffer between the digital world and the real world. And this translates to all kinds of benefits. It makes us more attentive listeners, better communicators. We're more present when we're engaging with others in real life. And people will notice this. Being able to not check your phone every 30 seconds is almost a superpower in today's age because it allows you to notice the subtleties of social interaction that others may not be aware of because their mind is stuck thinking and ruminating about whatever is going on in their digital world while you're looking at the subtle facial cues and reading the facial feedback in determining people's subtle emotions and intentions. This can give you a competitive edge in a market field or whatever social situation you may be in. So there's all kinds of benefits here. Now, the key point to take away from this is use silent mode to buffer the stimulus, response, reward cycle of cell phones, social media, and notifications, and this will lead to greater productivity in not only your work life but also your personal home family life. So I hope this video finds you well. Give me a like and subscribe, and check out this one for more.